Lucha YO! Hey guys, welcome to The Core. Today we're going to be showcasing a little game that we like to call Age of Minecraft.
In fact, everyone likes to call it Age of Minecraft, because that's its name.
Also, people
Obviously.
like to call it AOM for short.
That
Indeed.
too.
So today I've got Manic777 who's going to be doing the main bulk of the tutorial along with me. The SSGD Theory, Darworth,
Good morning.
Vadapega, Killer Madness, Holon Cross Gideon, and I believe is that everybody?
I am
Yeah, that should have been
Think it
everyone,
is.
yes.
Alrighty. So, Manic, basically explain the premise of this game, would you?
Age of Minecraft is a resource-intensive game. It is largely cooperative, although there is an element of PvP versus other teams. You are trying to increase your civilization level, thereby gaining new tools, mine gold, and deposit gold. Gold is the way you win this game. Leveling is a means to an end.
Alright, sounds pretty good then. Well, I guess the first thing to do is actually get into a lobby, so let's go ahead and do that. Which one should we try here?
Let's try number
12?
10?
Yeah, 10?
10?
Alrighty.
10.
Let me make sure I got the right one here. Can't read the darn pink text. I believe that's 10 right there.
Yeah, there you are.
Okie dokie. Anywho, welcome to the
Purple's
actual
full.
game lobby.
Ulti, are you in Team Purple yet?
No, I just got in here. Okay.
Yeah, it's just going round.
So let's come and take a look at the teams everybody's talking about. Basically, there's 4 teams, 4 different colors. You can try to pick to get in. And if you don't manage to get into whatever team you want, don't just automatically slash lobby. The game will randomly assign you to a team once the match starts.
So it's
You may even actually get onto the team that you were trying to get onto.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might not.
Yep.
Well, you have 25% chance.
While I'm waiting for the game to fill up, the way it balances how you can actually get on teams, as you can see, there's only 2 people on the team, but I can't get in yet. Every 4 people, isn't it, that enter, you can actually get another slot on the team opened up.
That's correct.
That's correct.
So you can see that we have 8 players right now. When a 9th player slot opens up, there will be another spot on Team Purple.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And like I said, while I'm waiting, I'm going to come over here and talk about these signs a bit. Over here, you can vote for the length of your match, as well as whatever map you actually want to get on.
Please keep in mind that your strategy can and should vary, depending on how long your match is.
Exactly.
Are we doing a 40-minute game for this?
Not necessarily. I think we should still be good with the 20-minute.
Alright.
What do you guys think?
I think 40 minutes should be fine, 'cause that gives us
Alright.
We have a lot of tricks
more
played.
thoroughness.
Yeah, this is true.
And then let's go to Village, I think.
Village
Yeah,
is definitely
Village-
the right way to go.
Yeah, Village will actually explain a lot more about what we're trying to do here, as well as a couple other things you don't get in other maps, like...
As we like,
Village is a great map for beginners.
yep.
Well,
As
we
we
have
like
three-
Zeus Prime, it is a bit beginner intensive.
Yep. Anyway, while I'm still waiting for this to fill up, we've got rules over here. It actually explains the purpose of gold, explains the purpose of brick, and explains the purpose of food, which we'll all get to in the video here.
Randy, did you get onto purple?
In addition to that,
I'm still trying. I am purple now, but I'm thinking we may need to slash lobby.
we
By the
may.
way, that's how you get out of a game. Because there's less than a minute left, and there's only 9 players.
Yep. Now, as you can see these 2 tossing around over here, we've got the Age of Minecraft rulebook. This has even more detailed rules on how you actually do things here, as well as a few commands. So, anywho, is there anything I'm missing? Oh yeah, these signs over here.
Ulti, are you on Team Purple right now?
No, because there's only 9 players in the lobby.
We should slash lobby then.
Well,
'Cause we've
before we do that,
Okay.
I just want to say we have a stat sign, which when you right-click it, it gives you all your stats. And there's a core back to the hub sign, which will take you back to the hub. Or the lobby, at least. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Speaking
Okay.
of which, I'm out.
Yep, I'm waiting. Anyway, what we're going to do is cut here until we can actually get into a match, so we'll see you then. Anyway, we're back a little bit early, guys. We're going to explain stats and perks a bit more.
So, Ulti has just clicked the stats sign, and it has 5 perks listed. Now, the different perks cost core coins. Different amount of core coins, the higher the perk is, the more you need to increase it, and they do different things. Mining increases your chance of gaining coal, gold, or clay when you try to mine them. That's extremely useful. That's 3 different resources that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you die, whenever you are killed in PvP, it costs you a certain amount of food to respawn. If someone with raiding kills you, that
Why
amount
is
of food
everybody trying to get in
increases.
purple?
That amount of
Sorry.
food goes up.
Yeah. Farming is the flip side of that. Farming says whenever you deposit food, your team gets more food for what you deposit. Smithing is related to it. Smithing says whenever you deposit resources, not gold, but resources, you get more resources per item you deposit. And finally, woodcutting is, well, exactly what it sounds like. You have a better chance of getting wood, lol.
Basically, you're a lumberjack and you're okay.
I sleep all night and I work all day.
Check.
Hmm?
So let's see here. Oh, there's no village here.
There is no village here, is there? Is there... Okay, you know what? Zero's Prime isn't great for beginners, but let's go there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
an
gonna go
easy
for
map to
40-minute
learn.
game.
Yeah, it's an easy map to learn. Also, how many people are still trying to get on purple?
2 or 3 of them are fighting for it.
Dear
I got
God.
on.
Also, a lot of people that that isn't in
Yeah,
the call
it's alright. Only
are
one
trying to
person
get in
that
people
isn't
in purple for some
Oh,
reason.
wow.
Okay,
Oh.
let's see where we are.
One of the first things I do when the game starts is I access my inventory and I shift-click the hoe out of my inventory, because unless
no.
you're farming, you don't need the hoe, and if you drop it on the ground, other people will pick it up.
Pretty much.
Now, from the moment you
Manic?
start off, the first thing you want to do is go to your artisan's hut. That will vary in appearance depending on what map you're on, but the very first thing you do, and this is the most common mistake I see, go to this sign right here and punch it. Punch gathering tools. Oh look, I've got tools.
Mhm.
Now, the key to this game, the way to win, is teamwork. Get everybody on the same page, metaphorically speaking, and you've pretty much got it sewn up. So, for example, I have a high wood cutting perk, so I'm going to go get wood.
Right, and I've got a pretty decent mining perk, so I'm going to go start off with coal.
He could also get clay with that mining perk, but coal is actually very important. Coal is one of the unusual resources that is important throughout the entire game, because you can't get gold until you get stone tools, which is civilization level 10, which I'll get to in a moment. But whether you're trying to get to level 10 or whether you're already level 10, you will always need coal, because you can't just go get gold and drop it in. You have to smelt it.
Alright, and once we get a little bit more coal, I'm going to come back. It does take a little bit of time to gather. Okie doke, we're back. So I've got my 12 coal SSGD. You want to come back with me?
Yeah, I can do.
Alrighty.
Now, one of the things you'll see semi-frequently in this game is because the core has a lot of games that are PvP, a lot of people will hop into this game and their immediate response will be to go into other people's bases and try to kill people. This can be very effective, but only in Zerg Rush mode. Basically, an early game rush against another team can temporarily shut them down, because early on, no one's going to have food to respawn. And if you have no food, you get sent to basically purgatory, where you have to wait. Sometimes it'll be a few seconds, sometimes it'll be a couple of minutes. The game has preset respawn points, and you just have to wait for the next one. But if you don't have an entire team that's on board with the idea, if you just go off alone and try to PvP people, suddenly you're going to find yourself swarmed by 2 or 3 people on the other team, and you're just going to die and be of no use to your team.
Ah.
So don't go wandering around trying to PvP everyone until you're ready. I typically tell people, don't bother trying to PvP until you've at least leveled up your civilization once, because even if you just have a stone axe, it's going to be a lot better than anybody who has wooden tools.
This is true. Okay, so I've got my stack of clay, I've got some decent coal. I'm going to go ahead and go start smelting this stuff.
There's
Now-
some free ovens here on the other side.
By
Alright.
the way, you may have noticed that when we first spawned in, we were assigned the Supremacy perk as a team. Team perks are still kind of an unknown. We don't exactly know what they all do yet. We know that there's one called Agility that gives a temporary speed boost. We know that there's one called Organic, which lets you slowly gain food over time. We're not entirely sure what Supremacy does, so
Yeah.
this is very much a work in progress. Please bear with us.
One of the ones called Absorption will give you bonus absorption hearts at the start of your
That's true.
spawn,
That's true.
but they do not last forever.
Now, this is the single most common error that I see. So much so that I'm going to mention it multiple times. When you go and get wooden tools, your immediate thought is going to be, well, I want better tools. And you have a wooden pickaxe, so you're going to want cobble. So you go and mine cobble, right? Wrong. You cannot mine cobble in this game. I'm going to say that again because it bears repeating. You cannot mine cobble in this game. Not ever.
I'm
This
going
is
to back
not-
them up.
That is not the way this game is set up. To get stone tools, you have to earn them.
That's right.
Now, you're probably wondering, how do I earn stone tools then? You have two main... If you look on the right side of the screen, you have 4 items. You have brick, food, wood, and gold. Gold is points. Points are how you win. Ultimately, the winner of the match will be whoever has the most gold. Food is, again, what helps you respawn. The other 2 things are going to take up most of your early game, brick and wood. By depositing enough brick and wood, your civilization will level up. You see the one at the bottom of the screen next to your items? That number will go up as your civilization levels. When you hit level 10, the game will give you a message that you can go and get stone tools. When you hit level 20, you'll get iron tools. And when you hit level 30, you'll get diamond tools.
And just
And
to show
diamond
this,
tools- Sorry.
sorry, I was going to say, and to show this in experience, I am now going to update our brick from 0 to 60.
All
Now,
right.
the way he did that was he took bricks, he went back to the spawn point, and there are signs in the spawn point that say brick or wood or gold or what have you. And you hold the item in hand, and you punch the sign. You
Which-
literally punch it in there.
Which I'm about to show you. I also want to take the time to mention that when you are making resources, you should craft them into basically refined resources, such as if you have bricks, make them into brick blocks and then into slabs. This will get you more of whatever it is.
Experienced players will tell you, always make slabs. This is true. With wood, this is a lot easier because, well, you just click it over. With bricks, you want to make them into brick blocks, and then you want to make them into brick slabs. So I'm about to punch a metric ton of wood into our base, so you can watch these numbers rise like crazy.
Exactly. We're already at the level 6, 7. Now I'm gonna grab just a little bit of wood just to show it to you guys that play this map where it is and stuff like that. So
we now have 493 wood. Believe it or not, that's close to enough, but not quite, because our goal is level 30, because diamond tools are pretty much GG game over.
yeah, they'll get you through the game and then some.
Yeah. Now, this does mean that once you hit civilization level 30, there really isn't much of a need to go higher. Now, there is one exception. Type /class, Ulti.
I definitely will. Give me 1 second. There we go.
Okay. Now you'll notice that civilian, militia, scout, and soldier are in green. Because we are level 7, we can choose among those 4 classes. There is a class at level 34 called Champion, which is a rather powerful melee class. Some people do want to go to level 34 so that they can unlock that class. It is perfectly justifiable if you don't. In fact, you can get Marine at level 22, and that's a pretty powerful class that even comes with a healing fragment, which is pretty nice.
Yes.
But once you hit that point, there's really no more point in getting wood or brick because you've done what you needed to do. At some point, you will want to take all of the brick out of your ovens, and there we are, stone tools right now. Now you're probably wondering, how are we leveling so fast? The game will check every time you deposit a resource into the base, whether or not that will level you up. If you just dump things in there en masse, then the game will slowly consume them and level you up. If you dump in little chunks at a time, then the game will check every single time and you'll level up very quickly. It's just a little pro strat I learned.
Yes.
And now we have stone tools and we can dig or mine or whatever a lot faster. We can also technically get gold, but if we go get gold right now, we're kind of getting it with GIMP tools,
We are.
So we're going to go try to get... Well, this is a 40-minute game, so we can try to get Diamond. If you're playing a 20-minute game, I don't really recommend trying to go beyond Iron, because you will spend so much time trying to get your tools that there won't be any time left to get Gold.
This is true. Now, something I would like to mention on the tools, in fact, is when you are mining, and this is another pro strat, when you are mining, collecting, gathering, whatever you're doing with them, you can actually right-click your tools, and that will restore the durability on them.
Oldie, where are you right now?
I'm actually popping things into the base.
Okay, I want to show you something that I'm doing outside the base. Now, see, this is how you dig... Oh, by the way, every item that you're gathering has a tool associated with it. I'm getting clay, I have a shovel. If I'm getting coal or gold, I have a pickaxe, and so on and so forth.
So
now, there are two ways I can do this. I can stand here and do this, and this is fine. Or, if I want to, for no increase in stamina cost, for just a little extra stealth, I can do this instead. Thereby making me just a little bit harder to spot. Not such a big deal if I'm in my base, but let's say I'm out digging for gold or chopping wood. This can make me a little bit harder to spot,
now,
and that makes me a little bit harder to kill.
Now, Manic, why wouldn't it be such a big deal if you're in your base?
There is something called spawn protection. It is a little erratic. There are only certain points in your base where you are protected, but while I am standing right here, if somebody tries to come into my base and kill me, they can swing at me all they want, and they can't actually hurt me. Now, the instant I step out of spawn protection, in this particular map, there is a set of signs that Ulti just wandered past that will indicate where spawn protection ends. Actually, it tells you where the mine is, but they happen to be a good landmark.
Yeah.
If he wanders past that, then he's fair game. But it is entirely possible for somebody to wander into your base, be unable to hit you, but you can totally wail on them. And in fact, if they're in your base, I strongly recommend it.
And that's the point where they call you a hacker.
Now, one of the reasons that I strongly recommend it... Oldie, where are you right now?
I'm actually at the farm.
Okay. One of the reasons that I strongly recommend it is, let me show you something. Come with me.
Alright.
Now, let's say I'm on team green, or red, or what have you. And I've managed to sneak past everybody, and I'm right-clicking on your furnace, and I'm taking something out. The way Age of Minecraft is set up is, if I die, I don't drop the things that I have on me. So if I'm on an opposing team, and I take the items out of your furnace, or I destroy your food and take it with me, it's gone. It's gone forever. You can never get it back.
No.
So I don't even have to live. All I have to do is make it to your furnace and click stuff out of it.
Yep. And it's gone.
Now, actually, speaking of which, at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and drop some clay into each furnace because, in general, you do want every furnace active because, well, if you don't have every furnace active, you're wasting time.
Pretty much. Anyway, so let's talk about food a little bit. I came over here and saw Gideon doing just a little bit of farming. In each map, you're going to have grass patches you can farm with. Generally, there's going to be grass in this type of area. You just punch it to get your seeds, and you plant it, it'll grow. And grass...
Wild grass is semi-common, but there are some maps that don't have it.
There are just a few.
Yeah, just keep in
But
mind.
they are there. But now wheat, as far as I know, actually grows quite a bit faster in these maps, just tailored to the gameplay. There is another way to get food, however, and I'm going to go show that off real quick.
Also, I'm going to demonstrate something else. You guys, Gideon, you have food, right?
I deposited it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to coal since we have clay, and we've got wood. Ulti, you want to come with?
Actually, I'm going to demonstrate where the other food is.
Alright. Now, one of the things that I was doing there is coordinating with my teammates. The number one thing that you have to do in this game, and you cannot win without it, you have to work as a team.
Exactly.
Now, there's a very good chance that you're not going to be able to talk via Skype or what have you to the people that you are a teammate with. And if that's the case,
There is a chat.
the
a very good
in-game
chat.
chat is a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's something as simple as...
Yo, can I get that stuff?
Yeah, I sure can. See? Coordination.
Even if it's something as simple as that, if you
The
get
bones,
people
too?
on a team
None.
that will communicate with one
Alright.
another and coordinate, it is so much easier to win.
Mm-hmm. There you go. SSGD's doing a great job of using that now.
Yep.
And,
And if everyone does it,
Ultimate green on me. Green on me.
green on you? Alright.
Yeah, back towards middle.
Who is it?
And see,
I have coal, so I'm heading back to base.
Sounds
Because we
good.
need some coal.
okay, I see the green. Is he...
Oh, he only has a hoe, so he's pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, here's
That's
another
our-
good point.
That's our team.
Yeah. Here's another good point. If you've got tools on you, switch to your axe if you're going to PvP and you have nothing else to use.
The axe is almost as good, not quite as good, but almost as good as a wooden sword.
Exactly. It will do more damage than any other tool in your inventory.
Hey, Ilty, you know that thing that sometimes happens when I try to click on something and it just takes the entire stack?
Yeah, I know. You mean like if I'm just trying to PvP somebody and that green bar that shows that's usually experience.
No. You know that glitch that I have?
That glitch.
Where sometimes if I click something in my inventory, it just automatically selects the entire stack?
No.
I know I've mentioned this before. You might want to pause, by the way.
Okay, we'll pause and sort this out.